I'm David Byrd. The Pentagon has confirmed that North Korea earlier Thursday launched multiple ballistic missiles that flew in excess of 300 kilometers and landed in the ocean. We get more from VOA's William Gallo.
The launch comes as U.S. Special Representative for North Korea Steve Biegun visits South Korea, and hours after the North described its firing of rocket artillery and an apparent short-range ballistic missile on Saturday as a regular and defensive military exercise. Pyongyang also ridiculed South Korea for criticizing those launches. Some analysts have said that if the North returns to testing the kind of longer-range banned ballistic weapons that it fired in unusually large numbers in 2017, it may signal that a frustrated North Korea is turning away from diplomacy. Bill Gallo, VOA News, Seoul.
At the White House Thursday afternoon, President Donald Trump said that he is taking a wait-and-see stance on responding to the launches.
Well, we're looking at it very seriously right now. They were smaller missiles, short-range missiles. Nobody's happy about it, but we're taking a good look, and we'll see. We'll see.
North Korean leader Kim Jong-Un wants the U.S. to relax sanctions in exchange for steps to dismantle his nuclear program. Trump has said he will not ease sanctions until Kim commits to abandoning his entire nuclear arsenal. U.S. authorities have seized a North Korean cargo ship for allegedly violating international sanctions by transporting coal, North Korea's largest export, but subject to a UN export ban. The Justice Department's National Security Division said in a statement the ship, the Wise Honest, was first impounded in April of last year in Indonesia. It's now on its way to the United States. The Wise Honest is one of North Korea's largest bulk carriers, and the seizure is the first time the U.S. has taken possession of a North Korean cargo vessel for violating sanctions. This is VOA News. U.S. and Chinese negotiators are meeting with a midnight deadline looming for the United States to increase tariffs on $200 billion worth of Chinese goods. At the White House Thursday, President Donald Trump said that China could not have seen the kind of economic development it has seen in the past few years without the money it makes from trade with the United States.
We've been paying China $500 billion a year for many, many years. China rebuilt their country because of us.
The president said he doesn't blame Beijing for seeking to better itself. He just doesn't want it done at American expense.
They couldn't have done what they're doing. They're building a ship every 3 weeks. They're building aircraft like you've never seen, fighter jets. I respect it. I don't blame them. I blame our past leadership.
China has said if Trump raises tariffs on its goods, it will take appropriate retaliatory measures against the United States. Fears of an escalated trade war between the world's two largest economies sent stock prices lower on Wall Street, with all three major indices posting losses. Hate crime charges have been filed in Southern California against John T. Ernest, the man accused of a deadly attack on a local synagogue. AP's Ed Donahue reports.
The 109 hate crime charges make Ernest eligible for the death penalty.
That's one count for every person in the synagogue on April 27th.
One person was killed. U.S. Attorney Robert Brewer says after the shooting, the suspect called 911.
Ernest stated to the dispatcher, quote, "I just shot up a synagogue. I'm just trying to defend my nation against the Jewish people. They're destroying our people."
Last month, Ernest pleaded not guilty to state charges in California of murder and attempted murder. I'm Ed Donahue.
Pope Francis introduced a law Thursday governing the reporting and investigation of clerical sexual abuse, a response to victims who have long called on the Pope to address the crisis. AP correspondent Nicole Winfield said the policy is a major shift in the way the Catholic Church handles such cases.
For years and years, victims have said that the bishops and religious superiors have essentially gotten off the hook when they themselves committed abuse or covered up for it. Now there are procedures in place explaining how reports against bishops and religious superiors are to be received and how to conduct a preliminary investigation.
The experimental law takes effect on June 1st and will be re-examined following a 3-year trial period. For more on these stories, be sure to log on to our website, voanews.com. You can also follow us on the VOA mobile app. I'm David Byrd, VOA News.